What's going on? I'm back, and I'm gonna be making videos from now. Every day I'm gonna be posting a short video about current events, economy, elections, yada 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 yada. But it's 1 a.m. on October 12th, 2012, and I want to get some off my chest right now, off my mind. The liberty movement's going on at this current time. People are getting sick of the bullshit, lies and propaganda, and I've been listening to Alex Jones for the past couple of years, and I've noticed something. He's not accurate at all. He always comes up with some bullshit, crazy ass stories. Well, he does come. I give him credit for having some legit, important stories that have been broken on his little independent alternative media network. Well, as recent, his true colors have been showing. He has a cult of personality for sure. Well, let's see. His one product, the Tangerine. You know, if you watch his show, he's every couple like 3 times every hour during the show. I listen to the show every once in a while just to see what he's saying. Just curious. And he always is like going on and on about Tangerine. He gets his little fucking buddy, or whatever the hell his name is, Aaron Dykes, which he claims he's married to some like fucking supermodel, which I doubt, because he's a fucking pig. But he's like, I lost 55 pounds, or it was like 55 or 100 pounds or something like that. He's off the Tangerine. It's not promoted as weight loss, but it is. Yada 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 yada. But the ingredients has cyanide, mercury, and every other top 5 toxin that is known to like man. Yet it's in the product, and it says it's like one of the many ingredients. Doesn't that sound like his name is Jones, and he's promoting this product every fucking day on every one of his fucking shows, and he's like, okay, and he's like, I lost fucking 50 pounds, and I'm still losing weight. Well, first of all, you're a fucking pig, Jones. And I watched, like, there's this guy, this author named Mark Dice, and he has like a book about the Illuminati, which I personally think does exist in some way, but Alex Jones will just take things out of proportion and fearmonger, because but he claims he doesn't. Well, all of his fucking followers are fucking mindless conspiracy nuts, because now let's just see. There's 4 different types of people, or actually I'll consider 5. Number 1, you fully believe the government and trust them for every goddamn thing, and you suck the cock of them, basically. You're a cocksucker of the government. Number 2, person that still goes with the government but is semi-away to their criminal activities. Number 3, you're a person that's gonna listen to Alex Jones, of all people. Is an Alex Jones fanatic cultist, basically. Number 4, you're on the complete other side of things. You're like a complete conspiracy nut, and you believe that everything's Like, I don't know, it's just, you're crazy basically. And then you got 5 that's a mix of everything, like me, that does is on their own basically, that represents real freedom, represents the good and everything, knows right from wrong. And that's why everybody know, like, all my friends think I'm like a fucking genius because of it. Because I'm waking up our own little group of like a couple hundred people that are waking up, and I'm waking them up slowly, but they're getting the picture. But less about me, but I'm saying that. Like, Alex Jones serving his Kool-Aid, which is his Tangerine and all his other bullshit products, which doesn't work. Well, the one person that Aaron Dykes dude he always promotes on his commercial probably does crack, or does some type of drug, because he looks like he's doing drugs. Because he loses weight that quickly, it's not natural, guaranteed. It's from some type of drug. Let's just make that straight. And then, second of all, well, I've been following his videos, and I've been the one that's been like saying, completely exposing him on his own channel, and he blocks me, and he unsubscribes me and everything. And now that shows his true colors as an egotistic, cult of personality type of person that he believes everything he's doing is what he does is right, but he's a piece of fat, slobbish, Texas retarded garbage. And he's a complete imbecile, and I'm sick of his shit. He's claiming, I'm the leader of the InfoWar. Well, you're a disinfo agent, Alex Jones. And you better be exposed. Because people are going to be exposing your asses, and you're going to be freaking out. You work for those bastards, and I know it. And I'm sick of your lying bullshit. And whenever I get big, soon enough, I'm gonna call your ass out, motherfucker, and you better be having a real argument. Because I'm sick of your shit. And I met most of his guests on this show. I do agree with them. Well, Gerald Celente has made some iffy predictions, but he makes a lot of predictions. This track record shows that he has a very, very, very accurate track record of like maybe an 80%, 80 to 90% accuracy, which is really good for anybody. Yeah, I'm watching frickin' Craig Ferguson right now. It's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. And Neil Patrick Harris on. Now back to topic. It's like Alex Jones brings on many good guests. And there's another one I'm really a big fan of, is Max Kaiser. He's been right about pretty much all the other type of stuff, and he's been pretty spot on with his like research and all. The only thing he really failed on is like his campaign back in, I think, was late 2010, early 2011, when the rocket was going off for silver and went from like $20 an ounce to $50 an ounce. Then it went back to the mid-20s, and now it's starting to go sneak back up again because the announcement of QE3. But he only had really like one wrong decision, like a prediction basically. But the thing is that I really don't get right now is like the entire election thing. It's a complete joke. And who in the right mind would even pay attention to this joke of a show? Obama versus Romney. And why the hell does it? They're both the same guy, basically. They both represent the same thing. I meant not like in the small little deals, but in the like the bigger situations, they really are the same type of person. So why the hell is people voting for these two little fucking puppets? I don't know. Well, a bunch of Americans are becoming fucking retarded. That's their problem. But back to the Alex Jones thing, which I'm making this, it's gonna go to 15 minutes, or no, I'm probably gonna make it go to 14 minutes. Got 3 more minutes left, and like I was saying, he brings on really good guests on the show. Some of them I really don't agree with, and some I do agree with. Like Celente is personally one of the best ones. Like I said about him already, but I'm gonna bring up one more person that comes to mind that has been on recently, and he's supposed to be on tomorrow. Lindsey Williams. This thing about him is, I'm a 50-50 on him. I don't know. I mean, he has made some predictions he gets from his so-called elite friends, Mr. X, which is a mix of 2 guys, which I consider a little bit fishy. And it's basically like he's been saying gold and silver are gonna go to the moon, which I believe that is a likely situation. Like this is my recent purchases recently. Like I'll show you right now. Got a bar, Morgan silver dollar, a couple English coins. There's a 40% I found on the street. Another English coin, Canadian, old Canadian sterling quarter, 25-cent pieces, an old barber quarter, I have a dime or something. Like I have a mercury dime, and I have a little 1 gram, and then there's another one. It's like a 2 gram, and then this thing, it's just a piece of junk. It's like just a few dollars, like less than $1 actually, in silver. But I really don't value my silver in dollars. But the thing about Lindsey Williams is some of his predictions have been true, but some of them have been off so much. And he always says is like, you're gonna have to write this down, and he builds up this hype for usually when I listen to his interviews, he builds up the hype for 45 minutes out of the hour of his usual time for an interview. But recently I've heard him speak on a couple shows, I think 3 shows, I can't remember. I know I was listening to the Jones show because I was freaking bored the one day, and he was actually going on. He gave out like a bunch of different information, he gave out like 5 different things, which was a surprise. I thought it was gonna be like making hype up 45 minutes and just give us another piece of information that we knew already, which he usually does. I don't know. He sounds. Okay, I'm gonna go for another almost a minute or so. But the final conclusion is, Alex Jones in himself is a complete bullshit artist. I don't trust him. I don't trust his staff. But the people he brings on is the only reason to listen to that show. Most of the products he goes on about is, you know what, I'm gonna make a part 2 video, which will be only probably 5 or 10 minutes, which will cover the other products they promote. So I'll go on his website and look right now. I can tell you how much bullshit it is.